that true?
So yeah, what happened was
What had happened?
Chrissy Teigen.
Only had kids.
Yeah, but it was like 4 years ago or something, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, the girl that it happened to like reposted like a screenshot of the tweet, and she's pretty much just tells this girl to go fucking die,
Right. Yeah. Go to sleep and don't wake up or something.
something like that.
Yeah, but I think that one was from like 2011. So you know.
It's been a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Couple
There
things.
should be a 10-year max on how much shit you can dig up on somebody.
Yeah.
It should be a sliding scale based upon how young they are.
Same way when Kevin Hart was like, "Hey, I'm not gonna fucking apologize again for tweets that I sent out in 2009."
Right. Right.
Steve,
What's up?
I feel like I interrupted you.
Oh, no. I forgot about it already.
I'm hot. Did you start the Facebook one yet?
I did. Or no, not Facebook. Facebook's on live in 10 seconds.
MJHASJ, they got something to say. Yeah. Moon Club members meeting every Tuesday. Yeah. They talk about everything under the moon. Nothing is too taboo. MJHASJ, they got something to say. Yeah. Moon Club members meeting every Tuesday. Yeah. They use their voices to spread the word. It's nothing is too absurd. They love to learn, they love to laugh, playing all of their memories back. Yeah, 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 yeah. MJSJ, yeah, yeah, yeah. MJHASJ, they got something to say. Yeah. Moon Club members meeting every Tuesday. Yeah. They talk about everything under the moon. Nothing is too taboo.
That girl should get a job singing.
She should. She good. I think girl is good.
That girl is good. That girl is good.
I'm not gonna say good and terrible. I'm not gonna say-
Donations.
The great and powerful Matisse Love.
Bravo.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Lofty Dreams apartment and worldwide on YouTube and Facebook Live, this is the Moon Club podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon, no subject will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ Adelman, Bloomington Normal's premier realtor for the Jordan Home Center team at Remax Rising, and I'm one of you, realtor. And I'll hustle everybody all day, every day, and then double up on Sunday
Every day.
to prove it.
Her day. Her day.
What's the state of the moon, brother?
Remember, I was going to drop in. Good evening, you lovely lunatics. So we're going to start that right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
You know
hop in
what?
and
When
say
we're
it.
podcasting, don't talk about it. Just fucking do it.
Okay, cool.
Right?
And begin. Good evening, you lovely lunatics. It is currently Tuesday, May 18th, 2021. It is 6:02 p.m. The moon came up at 11:06 a.m. this morning, and it goes down at 1:59 a.m. Well, it would be tomorrow, wouldn't it? It is currently waxing crescent. It is 40% illuminated. It is 386,040 kilometers away from us. It is 6 days old, and it is in the sign of Leo. Leo the lion, after Steve.
I'm a Leo.
I know you look like one.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you look.
Like Lion-O? Like from Thundercats?
Yeah.
How illuminated is Steve?
How illuminated are you, Steve?
I am fully illuminated thanks to Cresco's OG18 that I picked up at the Beyond Hello dispensary in Norman.
So thank you, hello Beyond.
So you didn't go to the one over here at the old Slim Chickens?
No, I don't do that. That's for public use.
Oh, you got the medical card.
Yeah, I got
Do
issues.
they not do medical out there?
They do not do
I
medical.
didn't know.
And I have issues, serious issues.
I've heard stories.
But I'm looking for help. I got no help.
I'm not a doctor, but I'm willing to take a look.
I know you will.
I don't
That's
think-
my line. That's my line.
That is Steve's line.
That's
That's
one of
okay.
Steve's many taglines.
All right, so let's just
It'll be on a t-shirt.
let's just jump into it. I've got this. It's
Like
just
cold water?
like cold water. It's just a little short snippet of Gavin Newsom talking about how he's like he's kind of acting like he's taking the lead in this like stop wearing masks and like opening things up when he's been like keeping people locked down. Well, this motherfucker's getting recalled and he's kind of changing the tone of his
Remember
What
that
the fuck
nice
he's
looking
talking?
chick that owned the restaurant?
And
Yeah.
are we looking at masks after June 15th?
No, only in those settings that are indoor, only in those massively large settings where people around the world, not just around the country, are convening and where people are mixing in real dense spaces. Otherwise, we'll make guidance recommendations, but no mandates, and no restrictions of businesses large and small.
And are we looking
I
at
think it's just
masks
a little bit
after
too late,
June 15th?
too little, too late, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, he's already been recalled, right?
He's trying to save his job.
They're in the process of a recall. Yeah, there's going to have to be a recall election.
So
But,
that's why Bruce Jenner's running. Or I'm sorry.
You just dead named somebody.
That's why Caitlyn Jenner's running. Right?
Yeah, there'll probably be a couple hundred people run actually.
Yeah. But nobody's going to get as much coverage as
Remember-
Caitlyn.
Who was the last California governor to get recalled? It was
Well, Schwarzenegger wasn't recalled, was he?
No, but
you don't
Gavin-
recall the Terminator.
yeah, it was Gray Davis. And I think Schwarzenegger ran after he got recalled.
Okay,
Right?
yeah,
I think
okay.
that's true.
I think that's.
That
If
was in the
not,
early 2000s.
we need a fact checker.
Still, we need another actor or famous person to run now.
Yeah.
I heard The Rock.
I would vote for The Rock, and I don't even live in California. I'll move there just to vote for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would vote for him just so that I can watch his shoulders during the press conference.
Right.
I just
I
want to
mean,
see
for
him
sure.
smack someone down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock is living his best life, and I kind of hate on
It's
that.
like you got Putin, Russia. You got Putin. We got the
Right.
fucking Rock.
Dude,
All right, game, set, match.
He already said if he's gonna, if he becomes president, he's gonna make Randy Macho Man Savage his press secretary.
That
Huh?
dude died.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I
he's
meant
the
to say,
ghost of Randy Macho Man.
I meant to say,
Rest in peace.
I meant to
Macho
say
Man.
Rowdy
Oh
Piper.
yeah, and he's dead as well.
Well, Mean Gene's not.
Is the
I think
is the
maybe-
lovely Elizabeth still around?
There you go. She
I
could be
do
his
not
press
think
secretary.
she's around.
Oh, really? She's going to?
I think so.
Dude, the press secretary now is like so plain Jane, huh?
It's the Sky Spectacle
Jen
of the
Psaki?
year.
Yeah.
I think she's
Next
adorable.
Wednesday, May
Yeah, she is.
26th,
She is.
a full
I know.
supermoon will brighten the night sky over the US at the same time. A total lunar eclipse will be visible
heart.
across the western US during the pre-dawn hours. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth is between the full moon and the sun. The Earth's shadow covers the moon, which often has a red color, hence the blood moon nickname. Although it's completely in the shadow of Earth, a bit of reddish sunlight still reaches the moon. You don't need special glasses or gizmos to view it, unlike a solar eclipse, so feel free to stare directly at the moon. Binoculars or a telescope will improve the view. Folks in the western US will have the best view of the eclipse, while those in the central US will see a partial lunar eclipse just before the moon sets below the horizon. Unfortunately, people who live along the east coast won't see much of anything eclipse related, the Old Farmer's
losers.
Almanac said. Hawaiians will get a great view with the eclipse happening high in their sky in the middle of the night, the almanac said. And what does a supermoon mean? It just means the moon looks a bit bigger than usual since it's a bit closer to the Earth than usual. Because the orbit of the moon is not a perfect circle, the moon is sometimes closer to the Earth than at other times during its orbit,
It's
according to
elliptical?
NASA. On average, supermoons appear about 7% bigger and about 15% brighter than a typical
Oh, that's
full
gonna be
moon.
badass.
This is also the second and last supermoon of 2021. Aside from the blood and supermoon names, it's also the flower moon, a name given to May's full moon because flowers spring forth across North America in abundance this month, the Old Farmer's Almanac said. Other names for May's full moon include the corn planting moon and the milk moon, NASA said.
You ever wondered what actors and actresses do when they have to get in shape really fast for a...
All right, so we got a super moon coming up, and we got quite a few people watching. We've got Randy Boyd, Chris Shenton, Roy Rambo, Herman Laura, TJ Riddle, my old buddy TJ Riddle. What's up, fellas? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and
Lunatics.
like, comment, and subscribe, and tell 2 friends, and have those 2 friends tell 2 friends, and that's how we'll keep this podcast train rolling.
And I do have a special message for Randy Boyd. Fuck
Alright.
you.
Yeah, fuck you, Randy.
Why would you guys say that?
No
Have
reason
you
in
met Randy?
particular.
Of course.
There was this, I think it was a TikTok video I watched like a couple weeks ago where they were like 2 dogs across a pond or a lake, whatever, and somebody was like voicing the dog, what the dog was saying when they were barking. You know what I'm talking about? And so the one dog was like, "Hey, is that you, Larry?" Or no, he's like, "Hey, what's your name?" "Larry." "Fuck you, Larry." "What's your name?" "Tom." "Fuck you, Tom." Yeah, it was cute. I thought it was funny.
Dog video is always cute, man.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the one that's like where the guy's got the dog's like, he's like, I made some of that bacon, you know, the maple syrup kind. The dog's like, the maple syrup kind? It's like, you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
talking
that guy does a lot of videos. I know
Yeah.
exactly, just because of the accent you were doing.
You know, one thing I think we should point out since we were speaking of dogs, and during this pandemic, there are so many people, you know, oh, I got to get a pet, I got to get a pet, and they went out to get a pet, and now they don't have time for them and wanting to return them. And that shit ain't right, people.
Yeah. Don't get a pet if you're gonna have to return it after the fucking pandemic. That's
No.
a bullshit dick move.
Yeah, and if you do get rid of the pet that you know, got, make sure it goes to a good home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Or take it back to the shelter that you got it from.
Well, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But you know, I heard of this survey on they asked couples, pet or your lover or significant other, and 74% of people, both male and female, said that pet over their significant other.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
I think there should be another survey to ask them how their relationship is going as well at the
Right.
time. You know.
Right. Obviously, things aren't too good if you're choosing your pet over
Well, I mean,
over your wife.
yeah, yeah. Or,
I didn't realize how
like
fucked up
this
that was.
Significant other.
Right.
Well, I mean, I have known it to go other ways. That can be a deal breaker if you're looking to date or you're out on the scene and you're a dog person and she's a cat person or a
That can
non-dog
work out.
person.
That can work out. You know?
Not a non-dog person. If you got a dog,
Oh, I'm saying if she's got a cat and you got a dog, it's like they get along fine.
sometimes.
When I got divorced, I just took Blue. I didn't even ask.
Right.
How are we splitting this up? I'm like, it's just going me.
Yeah.
Like, you can take that, I'm
We
taking
split
this.
one up. I want the back left hind leg.
I mean, she pretty much got everything else, so.
Yeah.
You really shouldn't want to split a dog, you know what I mean? You share them, you know,
Yeah.
you can come see them, visitations and stuff.
I do get to get Jax every once in a while. He came over the other day. That dog's awesome.
Yeah.
He's
He's
a
a pretty
good
cool
dog.
dog. Yeah. He tends to look at you when you speak to him, right?
Yeah.
That's good. I like that about him.
We did some rap breaks with Jax. Went on a couple walks. All right, so this video was taken back in 2019, and I've seen it back then, but for some reason it's in the news right now because
They're desensitizing us.
apparently something. Anyway, here we go. This is the actual raw Navy footage.
Great Omaha 50 kid Rocco Crawls with passive ability to launch helos ASAP.
Are they arming missiles because of this thing?
They're getting ready to launch the helicopter, it sounded like.
Yeah.
They're definitely tracking it, right?
Yeah. This thing was actively jamming their radar as well.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained top side.
But wasn't it following them?
Splash. Mark bearing and range.
Splash. And you know that doesn't necessarily mean that it's it went to the water. It means that it's out of their view into the water.
What the fuck did you just say?
There's that term splash means something other than it's gone into the water.
All right, so this is 60 minutes covering it, and this is too
Stories
long. We
on
won't play
60
it all,
Minutes,
but we'll just
but
play the
perhaps
beginning of this.
none like this. It's the story of the U.S. government's grudging acknowledgement of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, more commonly known as UFOs. After decades of public denial, the Pentagon now admits there's something out there.
All right, I just want to make light of something really quick that I've noticed for years. Are you required, if you're on 60 Minutes, are you required to talk like an asshole?
Maybe.
I think it might be true that you're required to talk like an asshole.
Yeah.
Like take unnecessary dramatic pauses.
Or maybe they're mocking somebody great.
Maybe.
Because we mock what we don't understand.
Maybe.
It's like, dude, I like rappers with their own unique individual flow.
Yeah, me too. This guy, I think his name is Bill Weather or something.
I like rappers on my candy bars.
Yeah. He just hosted Jeopardy for the last 2 weeks.
Dude, he's got the cadence though, kind of like the voice of like somebody that would be doing like children's shows, you know, like over explaining.
Or Jeopardy.
You know.
The Intelligence Committee has ordered the Director of National Intelligence and the Secretary of Defense to deliver a report on the mysterious sightings by next month.
The story will continue in a moment.
By next month.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that UFOs, unidentified flying objects, are real.
Bill, I think we're beyond that already. The government has already stated for the record that they're real. I'm not telling you that. The United States government is telling you that.
That is
Luis
riveting.
Elizondo spent 20 years
All right,
running
that's
military
enough.
You know,
intelligence
I'm
operations.
surprised he didn't get into the whole semantics argument. It's like, well, any unidentified flying object is UFO.
Yeah, I think we're beyond that too. I mean,
Right, because that's Venus, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
I think, how is that Venus?
Venus is the most common thing mistaken for a UFO. And I saw this one video of a cop that he saw Venus in front of him, and the thing, I guess Venus is like flying around back and forth like this. So he's like, I know it's not fucking Venus, and it's like, they showed him the road on the GPS, and the road actually goes like this. You know what I'm saying? So just his perspective was changing.
Chris Shinton says Mars Curiosity rover wheels are being damaged by the Martian landscape, and they may have to rip off the front left wheel.
Dude, that's cool that he's informing us about this. You should give us an update on that, because I did not know about that, and I do follow the rover.
That'd be a hell of a, service call, right? Hey, can you guys, you call AAA at that
Yeah.
point?
Right.
got
We got a guy out there on Mars.
You know,
It's gonna take 3 years? Okay.
we guessed on the topography, but it must be like rolling over like razor blades. Like it could be like obsidian, sharply pointed obsidian that's just destroying the wheels. We couldn't account for that.
No, I thought they were like puncture-proof tires. I
I've
didn't
seen
think
them.
They
They
were
look-
rubber tires.
Yeah, why wouldn't we just go with like really hard rubber?
No,
I mean, they're not pneumatic, right?
They're like aluminum, like mesh.
Oh. That would make more sense.
Right.
That would make more sense. All right, I've got this. This is just a really short video, but a lot of people got mad at this because these are like 6-year-old kids, and they're like doing like full-on hitting drills. Like this is something you shouldn't be doing at that age.
You shouldn't?
No.
No, not
How
full
else you gonna teach them football?
It's gonna be
I
retarded.
We'll watch it a few times.
In the 80s, that would have been fun. But knowing what I know now, that kid's not getting up too quick, is he?
I mean, are those parents standing around there watching that and laughing at it? I mean, if that's my kid, I'm like, hey man, what the fuck?
You're good.
You're good. That's the coach saying, you're good.
Wow.
You're good.
Bad parenting. If that's his parent.
Yeah.
If I was the parent of the kid that took the hit, that received the hit, and there was someone laughing, they would have took the same hit that my child just took.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
I
funny to
mean,
you?
we've all seen it. You know, I mean, there's always a kid that dominates in a sport.
Right.
You always get, you know, ran over.
Yeah,
lying
and there's
over.
always that kid, like, they're probably the same age, but that kid that had the football was obviously, you know, a half a head taller.
And wasn't he leading with his head?
Definitely, that would be
You're
allowed
not
in the
supposed
NFL.
to do that, right?
Yeah, that would be an illegal hit in the NFL,
Yeah.
even if you're on offense.
Yeah, even if you're on offense, you're not supposed to lead with the helmet.
Yeah. All right, so this.
I hope that other kid's all right too. You know, I mean,
I hope everybody's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm doing good, thank you.
Thanks for asking.
The police show up to try to tell this Polish pastor that he can't hold mass, and this guy goes off on it. You seen this?
You're telling me I can't hold mass?
That's Jewish.
How do you know? I wasn't trying to do
Get out of this
He could be
property.
Polish and Jewish.
Immediately get out.
Jermaine is watching.
Get out of this property immediately. Out. I don't want to hear anything. Out of this property immediately. I don't want to hear a word. Out. Out. Out of this property.
Did they just leave?
Immediately
Yeah,
until
they're in the church,
you come
right?
back with a warrant. Out. Out.
Out.
Out. Out. Out.
He should only have to
Out
ask
of
once,
this
right?
property. Immediately out. Immediately go out and don't come back. I don't want to talk to you. Not a word. Out of this property. Immediately out. I don't care what you have to say. Out. Out. Out of this property, you Nazis. Out. Out. Gestapo is not allowed here.
Oh, wow.
Immediately, Gestapo is not allowed. Out. Do you understand English? Get out of this property. Go. So go. Go. And don't come back without a warrant. Out, Nazi. Out. Out. You understand? Nazis are not welcome here.
I'm
Out.
staying.
And don't come back without the warrant. Do not come back without the warrant.
Was that a synagogue, a mosque,
You're
or
not
what?
welcome here. Nazis are
doesn't
not
say that.
welcome here. Gestapo is not welcome here.
You know, that guy could have
Do
lived
not
through
come back, you Nazi
an atrocious
psychopaths.
government in the
Unbelievable,
past.
sick, evil people.
It really.
Intimidating people in a church during the Passover. You're
Well, so it is
Gestapo,
Jewish.
Nazi, communist, fascists.
There you go, right there, and that.
Don't
and that
you
just
dare
shows
coming
you
back here.
that these people, you know, the police, they have
Can
no
you
respect for
imagine
us.
this
He shouldn't have to ask twice.
Right.
Right,
You don't
yeah.
have a warrant. It doesn't matter if you're a cop. You're trespassing at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. He told you to get out of his property.
Yeah.
Dude,
They-
you know what? And if there's anybody that trumps you, it would be a pastor in his own church. You know what I'm saying? That's a sanctuary.
Festival.
Thank
In
you.
it.
There's actually, I need to find it because there's a picture of them arresting him later on that day, and somehow they end up doing it in the middle of a street.
Well, they probably, you know,
Trying
try
to
to
make an
lure him
example.
out. Yeah, get him into a private thing,
Well,
and
he
it's obstruction
had
of
it.
justice
He had it
or something.
YouTube live going. If he seemed like he knew it was going to happen.
Well, of course, you know, you can't one up them and then come back.
Yeah.
They're not gonna just walk
Is that
away.
it?
You
Just driving
seen
up
that they
there?
were all just standing there like, okay.
Like, wait a
Okay.
minute, we're supposed to be the ones in charge.
Easy. It's not going to show me anything that doesn't have.
where all this is going. Look no further than our neighbor to the north. Now, you may have seen this video of the Canadian pastor kicking the COVID mask enforcers out of his church. Well, just days ago, the authorities caught up to him after he held a morning church service, and then watch what happened.
What's he doing in the interstate?
I don't know, like, why is it in the middle of the street? That doesn't look safe at all.
Dude, that's an interstate. That's one of the most dangerous places to be. Is right, exactly, right there. Oh, maybe it's not the interstate. It looks like a highway, though.
I thought Canadian cops were supposedly nicer.
That man, Pastor.
Yeah, that's what we're around the campfire, right?
Yeah. But,
Hey?
You've seen Trailer Park
how
Boys.
did he end up getting arrested in the middle of an interstate?
That doesn't make any sense. Did he try to
Okay.
run from his car? when
They
he
know
pulled
where
over?
he is. Why not just wait until he gets in his car, you know, like in front of the church and then just. I don't know.
maybe they thought the safest place to pull him over was on his way to work in his car alone. You know,
he was with somebody else, so.
And apparently it was all over anti-masking
I think it was too many people inside of a
without masks
I think.
and stuff.
Well, I don't know if they were not wearing masks though. I think they were wearing masks, but there were just too many people. I could be wrong about that, but that's what I thought it was.
so if the state's still on lockdown, because that's current, right?
Well, it's in
Yeah, this
Canada.
was just like last week,
Okay, so
maybe 2 weeks ago.
we could have got away with that in Wilmington 2 weeks ago. You know,
Yeah.
You know, they
what?
say it all the time
maybe
on
not
South
3 weeks
Park.
ago.
I'm gonna say it now. Fuck Canada.
Yeah. Terrence and Phillip, fuck them too.
Right? We drink Canada.
We do.
There you go. Yeah, that's your drink, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we were talking about canceling people before the podcast started, right? Chrissy Teigen,
Every week it's somebody else.
everybody, somebody else. They're trying to cancel Toni Hinchcliffe, and I'm gonna get on board with the hashtag I stand with Toni Hinchcliffe because this video doesn't really give you the whole story. So this is the video that's like got people all up in arms about thinking that he was being an asshole, but there's more to it than this. So let me set the table for you. There's this guy Peng Dang, and he's a pretty decent comedian. He's been around for a while.
Never heard of him until you just started talking about him
And
today.
then Toni Hinchcliffe comes out and starts, dropping some racial slurs. But, well, no, I'll explain that after we watch this. So we'll just go ahead and watch this. He's ending his set and he's bringing Toni up.
Hinchcliffe, give it up for the one and only Toni Hinchcliffe.
He's a much bigger comedian.
Come on one more time for the filthy little fucking chink that was just up here. All you fucking race trainers are hooping and hollering. I'm back there watching you puking in a fucking bucket. Oh, we needed a gunpowder. Oh, you want extra soy sauce. Oh, you borrowed money from us. And you guys just eating it up, you fucking pussy.
All right, so that's got people all up in arms, but
It's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad.
In
But
context.
here's the thing. Yeah, is he was saying that, like, he was asking people to just be nicer to him. Like, that was like the end of his set. Be nicer to Asians, and we just want to get along.
Yeah.
So, of course, like, the funny thing to do is just to come up there and shit on it all over the place,
Yeah, of
right?
course, yeah.
And where are they at again?
I'm in California somewhere.
But a comedy
In the
club.
comedy club.
In a
right?
comedy club, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, where the funny thing sometimes is to be an asshole,
yeah.
right?
And sometimes that's your thing. If
Yeah.
you're a comedian known for that.
For sure.
Like if you go see Andrew Dice play, you're gonna get hickory dickory dock, right?
Yeah, you're not gonna be like group hug, like.
So check this out. I guess Ari Shafir was there and recorded the whole set. So he put it out on his YouTube channel. It's like, this is what happened. It's like the whole thing's out of context, and Ari's like, I got Tony's back. Like this isn't cancelable. This was all in context. It's kind of funny.
But Peng Chang, it's kind of weird for him to be calling somebody out.
Peng Dang.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But we're talking about it, so maybe it's good publicity for him, for both of them.
Well, any publicity is good publicity.
I don't know how angry he was though. I know he didn't like it, but I mean, comedian to comedian, man. I think you should just work that out between each other. Like,
Well, I heard he was very angry. I'm just saying.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
But I digress. Anyhow,
Are you digressing?
a comedian should not have thin skin.
Right.
I mean, half the time you're poking fun at other people, and if a lot of times when you go to a comedy show, especially if you sit in the front few rows, and if you heckle or if you're having a good, you could be a butt of some jokes.
You could be
Yeah.
part of the act.
You're in a freaking comedy club,
Yeah.
Leave your Me Tooing and all your freaking bullshit at the door.
Right.
Right?
I've seen acts where the comedian picks out one person and fucking just berates that person all night long,
I've been that person in
Yeah.
a comedy club,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you know what? I fucking loved it.
Yeah, usually it's the guy with the hottest chick, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Well,
need
of
a
course.
comedy club here.
Yeah,
we should-
another
should
one,
have
yeah,
one.
definitely. And there has been some good comedians.
What do you mean
in
another
there.
one? There's not, we don't have one right now.
There has been.
Oh,
We have had one.
Yeah.
So if you get a new one, it would be.
Okay.
Well,
Another
I
one.
can see like there's two ways to take that. When you can
Well,
say
there's always two ways to take it. with anyone.
you can say we need another one, meaning and the meaning could be like we already have one, so
Yeah.
we need another one. But we don't have one. We used to have one, so we need another one.
Dude, this could be a skit with another one. You know?
Well, I'm not sure. You
Well, how many hits have you had?
understand.
Well, the one, and then there was the one before that. And but that was another one before because there was one before that.
And I see what you're saying.
Not a DJ Khaled fan.
Not me neither.
No, and I think we've all.
Jonathan Areola is watching. What's up, dude? And I said German is watching too.
Is it
Herman.
again? It's
Herman.
Herman.
Chris Shetton.
Herman.
Apparently, he took a job up in Wisconsin. I think he said he's going to be leaving here real soon.
Okay, well, is he a welder? Is that what he is?
He's an electrician.
Electrician.
Yeah.
Herman.
Yeah.
Is that what we're talking
Yeah. So.
about? Now he's migrating to where? Wisconsin.
Up north somewhere. Don't quote me on Wisconsin.
Is it going
Actually,
north?
no. I know
Canada
it's
too?
Rockford. It's Rockford.
Rockford?
Yeah, it's north of here. Because I told him Rockford was a piece of shit.
Yeah. It is.
It's not as bad as Decatur.
It's the.
I don't know.
No, I think Decatur is the butthole of Illinois,
Yeah.
or maybe.
Rockford's got some
the
nice
armpits.
areas.
Yeah, it's at least.
Decatur has some nice areas too.
That's true. They both actually have really nice areas.
Well, I think really nice is stretching. But anyhow, for the people in Rockford and Decatur watching, fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck you guys. All right. Another man shot by police, and
You want to say it?
we have
Another one.
Another one.
we have body cam footage, and we'll just go ahead and play it. Seems to be happening way too often.
Wait, turn the lights off?
Yeah.
The total length of officer involvement with Mr. Brown from the time they exited
I'm
the
gonna have to get a
vehicle
remote to do that.
until Mr. Brown
Yeah,
was
like a
removed
button.
from the vehicle
I was
is
thinking that
44
today.
seconds.
All right, I'm gonna let it play because there's another angle that's gonna come up after that, where you can kind of see a little bit more. But it looks to me like he was already past them and driving away. Now, granted, you know he did try to drive through the cops or whatever, but you know,
Well,
what are you gonna do when they pull up on you like that?
right.
I mean, this is like.
All I heard was a semi-automatic weapon.
I don't know. Seemed to me like he was pulling away. Like, I don't really want to take a stance one way or the other, but
Shoot the tires out though, you know?
do you need to shoot somebody that's driving away from you?
Shoot the tires out.
I mean, yeah, you did get the arrest, you know? Why not just show up outside the house and wait till he's going to his car and be like, hey, you know, you're under arrest.
Dude, adrenaline's already high. You can tell by the way they jumped
Especially
out
when
of
you
that
pull up
car.
like that. That's like 6 people with armed to the teeth jumping out of a back of a
He's
pickup
probably
truck.
thinking they're gonna kill me no matter what.
Yeah,
He was right.
I don't know how I would react to that.
Yeah, it's definitely a crazy situation, and I think we talked about it a little bit before the podcast, and obviously we're talking about it now. But it's like Austin said, their adrenaline is high. You know, they're pulling up, and as soon as that car backed out, they was upset. You know, fuck motherfucker, and
You didn't listen to us, yeah.
You know, it's like
You hasn't been
they're
served a
taking it
warrant?
personal at that point, and yeah, it wasn't going to end well for the other guy. And like MJ said, there was police in the way, but when it's a very fine line, especially nowadays, because those cops are putting themselves in danger.
Right, they had his car surrounded. It's almost like
So when you're putting yourself in danger, again, that guy should have gave up, or for whatever reason, he'd still be alive. You know, we'd
Yeah.
like to think he'd be alive today for his and his family.
Tempers are high, and they blocked his egress.
Things we don't know.
But like MJ said, at this point, let him go. Live to fight another day.
You missed the
You're gonna
arrest.
catch him some other time. Yeah.
You're fucked up. Things we don't know. Was this guy known to be violent? Was he known to be, you know, is he a cop killer? Has he shot people before? Like, I'm sure all this stuff will come out in days to come, right?
Yeah.
But to me, at that point, I don't think there's a reason to start firing your weapons. I mean, and I don't want to.
Right. We
I'm
don't
not
have
judge,
all
jury.
the.
I don't know anything about these cops. I'm sure, you know, they. I don't know.
Well, this is an interesting point now. Again, we don't understand how dangerous a suspect this gentleman was for them to have all the assault rifles and to pull up like they did. He must have been pretty dangerous, but they're definitely protected with bulletproof vests. They definitely have the numbers game, and now you have lethal weapons. I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago on the podcast. What is our non-lethal, you know, ideas here? You know, what can we do? How can we show force? Like, you know, Dog the Bounty Hunter used to roll up on people with pepper spray guns and beanbag guns and all kinds of non-lethal force because he couldn't use force. He got the job done.
No, he couldn't use deadly force.
He had a TV show. Well, that's what I'm saying. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Dude, when I heard how many people he had arrested, it just fucking blew my mind.
Well, and here's the thing, like, when you're in that game, sometimes you might have to take an ass whooping, right?
Yeah.
That's part of the job.
I saw the one when Baby Lisa got punched by a guy, and they fucking treated that guy rough.
Yeah, just because a guy's hitting you and getting away doesn't mean you have to shoot him in the back.
Yeah.
Let's play the game. Let's all guess how many arrests Dog made through his career. MJ, you go first.
I'm gonna go with 777.
Steven?
I'm feeling lucky with 24.
2,224. I'm gonna go with 15,000. Echo. How many career arrests did Dog the Bounty Hunter have?
The bunny.
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
You know who Doug the Bounty Hopper is?
Echo. How many arrests did Dog the Bounty Hunter have?
Here's something I found on the web. According to PwnQuotes.com, Dog the Bounty Hunter lasted 8 seasons and 246 episodes.
I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
Thank you for nothing, Echo.
Rich.
This was Austin Talks with Echo. All the lunatics know
Yeah, you
and
know what?
drink.
I thought that would be easy.
Well, you know, it's not.
Career arrests. I'll try again. Echo. How many career arrests did Dog the Bounty Hunter have?
Here's something I found on the web. According to PwnQuotes.com, Dog the Bounty Hunter lasted 8 seasons and 246 episodes. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, all I'm getting is Dog the Bounty Hunter arrested. I don't see anything about how many.
What
arrested.
about Doug the Bunny Hunter?
The Bunny Hopper?
The Bunny Hopper?
I don't know. It doesn't say anything about him either.
Yeah, he never got.
It's a fucking lot. He had a lot of arrests.
Channa Shields. I don't know who Channa Shields is. What's up, Channa?
What's up?
Chana. I don't know how to say your name.
Yeah, we hope we don't mispronounce.
Yeah.
And to all the lunatics out there, again, make sure you like, tell some friends.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, tell
Hit that
2
like
friends,
button.
have those 2 friends, tell 2 more friends.
Definitely comment if we notice, we'll mention. If you got something important to say.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, Christopher Shinton has been a big part of our podcast the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Helping us out. I hope I'm
Chris
saying
Sentence
that
says
right.
6,000 criminals.
Okay.
Dang, he's
I think-
better than Echo. Chris, do you want a job as being our fact checker?
Yeah, no shit. Chris can be our fact
Well,
checker.
I guess I was the loser. I'm obviously the low man. I said 777.
Yeah.
I said 2,424.
And how many did you say?
I said
15,000.
25,000 or something. I don't know. I remember.
15.
Well, I think Steve gets it, right?
Yeah, without
Okay.
going over, right?
Yeah. I mean, even
Price-
just
We're
be
not playing.
closer.
We're not playing fucking.
I think
Price is
Steve
Right
wins
rules.
either way, though.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
Price is right.
Because you were double. If it's 6,000, you're over double.
But again, we're talking 6,000 arrests without lethal force.
Yeah, and that was just one day. That was
And
his
Dog the
first day.
Bounty Hunter has killed somebody. He
Yeah,
was
wasn't he
in prison for killing somebody.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think he was just a part of that. I don't think he was the one that actually killed the person, but he was a part of it. Like he was there to rob the guy too, or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean,
Dog's always been very candid about that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's guilty by
association.
Yeah, yeah. It's like even if you're in the car during a drive-by, it's like you can get like 20 years.
Mob action.
So, like, if you're in the car and you're snatching a bunch of pumpkins, you're already in it.
You know? It's like even if you're just riding shotgun, you're not jumping.
Even if you're trying to throw them out the window.
Here's that idea, like I called it mob action, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that video we watched, those cops rolling up? That's
Mob
mob
action?
action, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't want to shit on the cops.
No, we're pro-police.
But there's got to be a better way to show up to try to arrest somebody.
Right.
Not like that. This isn't a third world country. We're not like fighting fractioning warlords. You know, we're supposed to be the United States. We're supposed to be that shining beacon on the hill.
Right.
And I want to go out and say I've seen a lot of good videos with police, like where they stop and they're playing basketball with kids and dancing with kids and stuff like that. What I'm telling the news is we need to see more of that. And what I'm telling the police is hold yourselves and your brothers in blue accountable.
Absolutely.
You know, and it
To
will
that
be
higher
better.
standard.
Yeah, it will be better. Just like you hold yourself accountable. Every day we always try to be better than we were the day before. Right?
Every day.
Every day.
So I mean, that's all we ask. Again, we support the blue.
Of course. I'm not for defunding, that's for sure.
All right, so the Israeli Iron Dome, like, I feel like I had heard about this, but I didn't know how effective it was. But apparently, this looks like it's pretty effective. Have you seen this?
Yeah. It's literally an area, the circumference of a dome that won't allow rockets in. Where are they coming from?
It's taking these rockets out as they're coming in.
Yeah. Dude, that's, what video game was that?
Tempest?
Missile Command.
Missile Command, yeah. It does look like Missile Command, doesn't it?
It looks just like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's like we should cut to some kid playing Missile Command in like a base.
Dude, that is wild.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Scary.
Fucking, they're gonna be like, fuck it, let's just shoot them all at once.
I'm sure Moon Club, we call them lunatics, you probably can't see it, but just do a Google search, YouTube search for Iron Dome. This is crazy. This is so crazy.
I think we got them that for Christmas 2016.
Must have been.
Yeah, that would have been a Netanyahu, a gift to Netanyahu for, I remember when he opened it on Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
That was awesome, though.
That was the one president we let him open.
And again, what's going on over there? is
What's up,
crazy.
Dave is watching.
Over 200 people on the Palestinian side and over 10 people on the Israeli side, obviously because the Israelis got the Iron Dome.
Did you know that there's a lot of like actors and models that are Palestinians that are here in the United States, and there's also a lot of like Ethan Klein from H3 podcast. He's like, stop murdering these people. You know, it's like I do not stand with you. I do not stand with the fucking tyrannical Jewish government. So we're getting a lot of people trying to cancel other people, like the Palestinian.
Well, this whole Israeli man, they've been warring with each other since they don't even. It's one of those things like Hatfield and McCoy. Man, we don't even know why we're fighting anymore, right?
Right.
Like, we just know we hate you. And honestly, I feel like, you know, as Westerners, you know, United States, like we've tried to like broker peace between them. It's never gonna work. We just need to get the fuck out. Like whatever you guys have going on,
Right.
good luck.
Because right now everybody's coming down on Biden. Aren't you gonna do something? It's like, what do you want him to do? You know?
Yeah.
Come on, you guys, quit. Do the Brian Dooley thing.
Yeah.
Come on, you guys. You guys are friends.
You guys have been friends forever. Come on, Ryan Dooley. I don't do a very good. Ryan Hinson does a good Ryan Dooley impersonation. So is Brian Dooley, actually. But yeah, I don't think there's an answer for that we can give. As far as I'm concerned, we just need to stay the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
But
you know what it's going to take?
It's all over Temple
World
Mount.
War III.
right, basically.
Dude, no, a UFO to come down and land on the Temple Mount. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then somebody could get out of it and be like, it was me the whole time. And, you know, you can call me Jesus if you want, but actually, you know.
it might take a UFO to come down here and land for us to finally realize that we're all just one people.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that happens.
We're Earthlings. Let's do Earth things.
Well, let me just go back and say when we were talking about governments, as all governments are shady. They're all, you know, supposed to be for the people, by the people. It should be for themselves, by themselves. And, I mean, that's just the way it is. The rich are going to get richer and they're going to prey on all the rest of us. And they're going to use us as pawns, and they don't care how many of us die as long as they're sitting behind their iron dome or, you know, in their bunker or whatever.
Yeah.
So, really.
Did you hear during the pandemic, the average billionaire's wealth went up from 40 to 70%?
Exactly.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Chris Shenton says some cops are out of control in America and needs to change. They need to go back to hitting the beat.
Be like Bobby's.
Dega Dave says, if you don't use BAMJack computers, you suck. I'm not a paid spokesman.
True
And
story.
then he says, once a week, go Greek, eat a hero.
So, let's just, again, what did Dega Dave say?
Eat a gyro.
No,
Dude,
Dega
I love
Dave.
gyros.
What did Dega Dave say?
What did he say?
BAMJack computers? Use BAMJack
Oh, yeah.
computers.
Yeah. And use Realtor MJ Adelman, Bloomington Normal's premium realtor.
BAMJack.com.org.
No, it's not that.
It's one of the dots. You'll get there.
Yep.
Regardless. All you gotta do is say Google.
Google BAMJack. There's only one other. I don't have BAMJack.com because there's actually like this.
Gaming something?
No, there's this girl in Australia that sells chutney.
Chutney?
Chutney? Is it chutney?
Isn't that like carved meat?
And it's like BAMJack's garden. No, it's like, it's preserves, like apricot preserves and lemon preserves.
We should have her on. You guys should do something.
Maybe. But I worked out this deal with her to where we both have a link to our webpage.
Okay.
On my webpage, there's a link that says, if you're looking for, chutney, click here. This is BAMJack.com.
Okay.
And she has one. Actually, I don't think she does anymore. We did for a while, but it says, if you're looking for BAMJack computers, click here, right?
Yeah.
So,
I haven't seen our Australian correspondent on in a minute.
oh yeah, Lisa Etherington?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably on concert tour.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she was on her way to Nashville. Yeah.
Aren't we all, really?
What a life. She's got a cool life. We should really have her on and she can talk about her
She
life.
doesn't want to be in front of the camera.
Well, she can talk.
She can have her back
Use her
towards the
words.
camera.
She can do that.
Or
All right,
we could
so
get like masks for people that want to be oblivious. We had one guest that wants to come on with a luchador mask.
a what?
Luchador mask.
Again.
You went to a wrestling match?
I think he's quoting
Lucha Libre.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho Libre. Lucha? Nacho? Yeah, Nacho
Yeah.
Libre.
Nacho Libre, yeah.
Dude, a lot of people
Black.
really love that movie. Like it's their favorite movie. I could take or leave it.
You know what his partner's name was, right?
Sancho?
Steve.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
You know, wasn't that the pitcher in Eastbound and Down, wasn't that his sidekick's name, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
It is.
Steve. Have you watched The Dallas Steve yet?
No.
I told you it was one of my favorite movies, right?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
You need to check it out and let me know what you think.
I need to get some royalties for that.
Has anybody seen the movie The
Name
Dallas
or likeness.
Steve?
I have not.
Okay.
I heard there was a conspiracy though that all the Steves are going to conspire to take over the world.
Yeah, that's what
I
that
have not
movie's
heard
about.
that.
Yeah.
I'd say we take Steve out right now before this
Right.
shit gets out of hand.
Well, you know, I think there's going to be a war between the Daves and the Steves, and then the winner of that is going to try to take over the
Dave's
world.
not here, man.
You know what you never hear about? Michael's trying to take over the world. We're peaceful people.
We just
Not
talking
always.
about taking Steve out.
Cut tape.
Rewind.
Isn't have you ever heard that Christmas Eve story they tell about Saint Michael and the German soldier or something like how Saint Michael like defended them?
I know that there was a ceasefire Christmas Eve during World War II, or something.
Yeah, where you had like the Germans and the
French.
And,
Oui.
yeah, they were. It's like, dude, because they're just doing what they're told. They don't want to fight constantly. It's like, let's take Christmas Eve off.
You know, the thing about every
I thought it was
war,
Snoopy that did that.
every war ever fought, both sides always think that they're right. Right?
Well, of course, otherwise you wouldn't be fighting.
You don't go to war if you think you're wrong.
Well, sometimes you don't have a choice whether you're going to go to war or not. You just have to go. You know?
You may not have as an individual, but as a whole, like you're not really getting behind. Like you're not gonna go enlist in the army during Vietnam time. You know, if you don't think that.
There were
government's right,
Americans that had German parents that during the war they would actually fly home and fight on the German side because they were German loyalists. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that happened. If you ever watched Band of Brothers, there was a group of Americans that they had recovered from the German side, and they shot them right away. Do you remember that Band of Brothers, like a 12-episode series
I
on
never watched
HBO?
Band of Brothers.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Except for the worst guy on Friends, what's his name? Schwimmer. He was a drill sergeant in Band of Brothers. David Schwimmer.
How is he not better than Joey?
I don't know. David Schwimmer just kind of always got on my nerves for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a
Ross,
actor.
yeah, I'm not.
You
not
think
a
so?
Ross
You think
fan.
he's a good actor?
I prefer Joey than I'm more Joey than Ross.
Okay. Well, I'm not ruling to die on this hill, so
Well, hold on.
I'm gonna defer to you guys.
Let's roll the dice though. Let's go by character. Chandler, Ross, and Joey. If you were to pick your personality with those three guys, boom, go.
I'm Joey.
You're Joey. I'm Joey.
I'm Joey too.
There we go. It's agreed. So he's not the worst guy.
I was just saying acting ability. I wasn't trying to say the character. Yeah, the character. I like the character, but his acting chops.
Have you seen him in Lost in Space?
No.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah, but basically we'd fuck all the girls on there, right?
Yeah.
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 So.
Rachel first. Rachel gets it first.
Right.
Courtney Cox. What was her name on the show? On the show.
I don't remember.
And then Lisa Kudrow.
I mean, because it's like you're not gonna skip any one of them, but yeah, in that order for sure.
Yeah. It's only an order of precedence. Like you're not gonna go wrong either way. Anyway.
We should do a fuck, marry, kill on that way and throw them three in because that's a good one. You know, right?
Yeah.
The Friends girls.
I don't want to kill any of those girls.
I know. That's why it's tough, right?
Yeah. How about
You would have to kill
and
Courtney
make
Cox,
love?
Right. So I want to make love to all three of them at the same time.
Which one would you wipe up then?
It would probably have to be Lisa Kudrow. As her character, as the character, not as just boom straight off looks or
I'm
who they are off
dude,
the
check
set
this
by
out.
going
This
by
is
characters,
you Chris
right?
for just said.
Phoebe, you could not.
Good.
The people who held the American pipeline for ransom have apparently got 90 million Bitcoin in the past few months from the ransom demands around the world. So, dude, this is nothing. This is a trend that's gonna keep going.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know, Bitcoin's lost 30% of its value in the last, I don't know, something 7 to 10 days. Something
And
like
then
that.
because Elon Musk said that
He did.
they were going to sell
Yeah.
it, or he was selling his, and then he recanted.
I don't know what he said about it, but
Dude, he needs to be careful with that. He can get in trouble for that.
He's not worried. He's the one making most of the money off of it.
Christopher Shen says we are doing it all wrong.
We definitely are.
no,
We're
definitely
doing,
like
face down, ass up, always.
the companies Tesla and the Boring Company and SpaceX all have Bitcoin in their holding, right?
Right.
So, you know, the fact that he could like short sell or knows when to buy on dips. Like if you have enough influence that if you say something bad about Bitcoin and it drops 30%, you could just print yourself money.
Right.
And basically, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
You know, remember when DeLorean got in trouble because he got caught like selling cocaine to keep his car company above
Cocaine.
cocaine. But it's like now you can any dastardly deed you want to like pay for. It's like you don't need a suitcase full of $100 bills. You know what I'm
Need a
saying?
laptop.
You just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, so that makes it so much easier to do, to be scandalous.
C-O-C-A-I-N-E,
You know?
cocaine.
Yeah. Anybody that's doing marketing in the black market and is still dealing with cash is not up to date.
And I'm the opposite way. I feel that cash is king. And I'm
Matt Powell, what's up, Matt Powell?
All right.
What's up, lunatic?
We don't have much time. I saw this. I thought this video was cute, and I'm sure it's staged, but I thought it was good. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this for the lunatic.
And I'm going to let you know what Christopher Shetton says. Let me see.
Just,
Elon Musk has
keep
lost
going through,
billions since he was
Little,
on
little
SNL.
lower. Yeah.
Like I said, Matt Powell was watching, and
What is this? Yep.
he said he lost something like 50 billion. I don't think that's right.
Keep
What
going.
is that?
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Now take your hand out slowly.
Okay.
Yep. Nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Adam, what the heck?
All right, so I'm sure that was staged, but actually that's pretty good. She did a pretty good job of acting surprised with that, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think you would have puked instead of screamed?
Maybe. As far as
Me
Elon Musk
personally.
losing money, he's just talking about like on his company's balance sheets.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is that like if you know Bitcoin's gonna drop 30% if you say something about it,
And then you buy a bunch.
then yeah, behind the scenes he's buying and
And
selling.
then he's like, oh
of course he
no,
is, right?
it's all good. I didn't say that.
My
Then it
company's
goes
lost
back up.
money. My company's lost money, right?
Basically-
Come on, why would I do that?
Doesn't that make him King Midas?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the puppet master.
Yeah. He's
Right.
everything he touches turns to gold.
One thing-
Literally.
I think the puppet master is a better analogy.
The puppet. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you call those? The
Marionette.
Marionette. Yeah. Have you seen the movie Being
Puppet
John
Master?
Malkovich?
Of course.
Yeah. That's one where John
You enter a room
Cusack.
and you become John Malkovich for what, 30 minutes or something?
I think it's only like 2 minutes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you get shit out like on a roadside or something.
Yeah, like near some turnpike exit.
Yeah.
But you got to go into
something
this.
about like a 13.5 floor or something. I don't know. I've only seen it once and I saw it so long ago. I don't really remember.
But you got to go into this closet, like
Ah,
on the
metaphor.
13th. Maybe it's a 13th and a half floor. That's definitely in there. But it's a whole floor just for midgets, or I'm sorry, little people.
Real quick, I wanted to interrupt and I want to go off the rails here for a second because I was a little bit upset. I said something to Austin after the podcast last week. We only have an hour and some things that just don't make it to the podcast. And there was something that happened last week that was really dear to my heart and didn't make it to the podcast. And it's the passing of Toni Kattan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. And
I'm feeling kind of tawny and I can't
contain myself.
And speaking from someone who used to pause the White Snake video just to see her nipple, and
I found that. Took me like 10 minutes to pause it at the right place, And then we had the VCR where you could get like super slow motion. It's like, hold on a sec, guys. Hold on a sec. It'll be there. Hold on. Okay,
but
maybe
there
this
you
isn't
go.
it.
So it's R.I.P. Toni Kattan.
Rest in
and
peace. Toni
all you
Kattan.
Generation Xers that masturbated wildly to her.
Go with God. Be safe from the evil.
She was like the original smoke show.
Yeah.
The original dime piece.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, kind of girl that came out of nowhere. Because I remember the first time I saw her was in Witchboard.
I mean, she's no Farrah Fawcett, Cheryl Teagues, but
Yeah.
Not Cheryl Teagues. I would agree.
I would say Toni Kattan was more like a flash, like a shooting star. She was hot for a minute.
well, she had that crazy going on,
Was she crazy? Did she burn down Dave Coverdale's house?
Yeah, she did a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Everybody's doing cocaine back to we
Cocaine?
weren't, but
Okay.
I think I'll try some of that cocaine.
All right, so we're right at the end here. So I've got this video of Logan Paul talking about his the press conference where his brother stole Floyd Mayweather's hat, and I know a lot of people don't like this; they don't think it's serious, but I'm kind of a mark for this kind of shit. I'm definitely gonna watch the boxing match. Yeah, I get it. It's a spectacle. He's a YouTube star. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's a train wreck. I can't look away.
You know, he's
I
not,
can't look away.
He's not acting because this is really going to happen, but I like how he's eating during it.
That was real, right?
Casual.
Bro, I just did an interview where they asked me this. I fucking wish that wasn't real. I wish that wasn't staged. That shit is not funny. It's not fun for anyone.
Did he
How
say I
motivating
wish
is
that
it to
wasn't
get you to the
staged?
fight? We know there's going to be tons of eyeballs on the fight anyway, but now there seems like
He did say I wish
that
it wasn't
just
staged.
happened. Are you even more amped up to get in there with Floyd?
Fuck yeah, bro. That shit just got personal.
Slip.
By default. You know? It was supposed to be like a cute little press conference. Come together, get people excited for the fight. Now people are talking about killing people. What the fuck?
What's your message, Logan? We'll leave it here. Message to Floyd and message to all the fans that why they got to tune in to see you guys do your thing next month.
Yeah, because it's going to be the craziest fucking event to ever take place in the history of combat sports. My message to Floyd is this. We're going to get you that hat back, Floyd.
Get you that hat.
Stupidest message.
They're both master trolls.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Moon Club podcast number 245.
Lunatics.
We out.
Peace.
Peace out.
And hair grease.
Yes.
Do the podcast, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Chubby.
Well, you know, the camera adds 10 pounds, and he's got like 5 cameras.